Hello and welcome to an episode of Drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a comedy podcast dedicated to the mysterious. My name is Cassidy.
It's me.
We can't have this.
Why?
You haven't even seen the movie yet. You can do this next week.
No, that's why I'm excited.
You can do this next week.
I will.
When we've both seen it.
I'll do it next week and I'll do it right now.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, just wait. It's only going to get worse from here, people.
I live in a prison of my own design, you guys.
That's right. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to take a page out of your book, babe.
What, babe?
I believe you said to me last week, like, this is what you signed up for, being my friend.
Oh, no, that's why I just said I'm in a prison of my own design. I know exactly what I've done.
Yeah, well.
It's like when people have kids and then they're like, having kids is the worst. And it's like, yeah, babe, you had them.
I
basically
basically
have
a product of your own design.
I'm living in a prison of my own design.
Prison.
Yeah. Yeah, like jail. Like the place where they take all your rights away.
Right. And you're never getting out. So hello, everyone.
Welcome to the holiday. Oh, it's a holiday week.
It is.
I think right now, the day this comes out is like one of the biggest travel days of the year.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, I would assume a lot of people are not traveling as much as normal.
Probably.
Just because I know they reopened the government, but from what I've heard, the airports are still pretty fucked.
Yeah, I am not taking a plane probably for the rest of the year.
You couldn't pay me to get on a plane until I don't even know when.
Until you're forced onto it.
Yeah, literally.
Kicking and screaming.
Speaking of a prison of your own design,
Yeah.
Being on a plane feels like prison.
It really does, but it's like, it just sucks because like if we don't go on a plane, we're never really going to get to go a lot of places, you know?
Yeah.
But they're so scary.
They're so scary.
Like, I don't want to go on them.
And we have proven in the United States that we can't be trusted with them.
No.
Very happy I don't have to get on one for a very long time. I even guess what? I have a functioning vehicle right now.
You do?
Is it registered yet? No.
I was going to say it's functioning, but you can't really drive it.
No. Turns out that's illegal, guys. But
Listen.
I do have one. My car, we got it fixed up. It runs. If maybe one day soon, maybe I'll be driving. Isn't that scary?
Might be scarier than getting on a plane. I don't know.
I'm actually a really good driver.
You are.
Yeah.
But you just don't.
I don't like to do
it or do it often.
Yeah. No, I just want to be able to like go to Costco.
That's fair.
I'm not trying to be driving all around town.
I think that's a great just like mindset. You're like, as long as I can get to Costco.
You know, Costco is like 4 or 5 miles from my house, which doesn't seem far when you have a car.
Right.
But when you don't have a car, that's pretty far. And
Well,
you can't go to Costco and then like get on the bus.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
They don't even give you bags at Costco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not even like, because I have taken public transit to Trader Joe's, to, you know, when we lived in New York, I would take the train to every grocery store basically, or Target or whatever. You can't do that with Costco.
No.
You just can't.
You can't be lugging one of those like
Weird
cardboard
boxes.
Yeah. You're like, excuse me. You probably wouldn't even be able to get it through the door.
No.
Of a bus.
And then you would take up 2 seats and everybody would be pissed off at you.
Yeah. Then you'd have to start giving your food to people so they don't get mad.
So they're not mad at you.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well, give me a couple grapes. And you're like, well, now my grape count's down.
Exactly.
Then what was the point of Costco? I could have just gotten some regular, more expensive grapes at the store.
So really,
like I said, so the car is mostly for Costco. But I did fix up my car that's been sitting inert in my garage for
so many
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels longer, honestly, than 4.
It was 4 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It is. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Also a little, I don't know. When you told me, when you like sent a picture that like you're behind the wheel because you got it fixed up, I was kind of like, huh, I like being needed for rides.
Oh yeah, Amanda said, I don't like this. Now you can just go places.
I know. Now I'm going to like look at your location and you're going to be somewhere else. Like, I don't like that.
I'm not going to be at one of my 4 locations that I'm ever at, which I think is my house, the stave,
Todd's house.
Yeah, my father-in-law's house, or Famous Days.
Yeah.
Those are my 4.
Truly, it's a little
Or here, but you know when I'm here.
It's a little nerve-wracking for me. I don't like it. I like to feel wanted. I like to feel needed. I like to feel desired. You know? So I like that you can't go like most places, like far away places without me. And I like that.
Yeah, that's so true. I can just like bop up to somebody's house without you.
That pisses me off.
She's mad.
Like that actually makes me really mad. And I will be checking your location all the time.
Well, I need it because I'm going to be doing a job temporarily that's going to be up in like North Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I'm literally going to need a car.
That is true. That is not inaccurate.
Yeah, rough.
But I will be mad the whole time.
Oh, you're going to be so mad.
I'm already mad. So
I like Wicked, but I'm going to see it the same day Amanda is, not at 9 a.m. She's going at 9 a.m.
I'm going at 9 a.m. for a reason. I am for the record, you brought up Wicked, so now we're
no, I know.
Wicked.
I was just saying that I am not like a musical theater person, whatever, but I also don't like to feel left out.
Yeah, but I would have seen it with you again, like in a couple days.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Well, I have someone that I'm seeing it with, obviously,
Yes.
but like, I'm just saying, like, I can't be left out. Like, it was really annoying being left out last year when you guys were all talking about Wicked and I hadn't seen it, and I waited until it was on streaming or whatever, and it was annoying, and I felt left out.
I mean, I get it. That's fair.
Yeah,
like you should be involved in the conversation.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't like it. You'll be like, oh yeah, I was texting Kate about that, and I'll be like, ew, what do you mean? Gross.
See, and that's how I'm gonna feel if you fucking drive anywhere.
See, that's why I'm like, I get it.
Without me.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, I don't even want to be where she is.
And guess what?
But it's annoying that I'm not there.
Well, I have a car, so I can just drive up and meet you.
She'll just stalk me.
You're gonna walk out of wherever you are, and I'm gonna be standing there.
Guys, this is what true codependency looks like.
If you think I'm not, you're crazy.
We're in a mutually toxic relationship.
You know I love to drive.
No, I know.
I'll be there before you can even blink, baby.
Amanda loves to drive for somebody who doesn't know where anything is.
Well, the good news about having your location is I can just say
like,
directions to Cassidy, and it takes me right there.
Take me to Cassidy.
Take me to Cassidy now.
Right now.
Anyway, yes, I'm going to see Wicked at 9 a.m. tomorrow because I am very crazy about theater etiquette and people being annoying in the theater. And that is my only chance of possibly having a normal experience where somebody is not doing something that's going to make me
or talking
mad
or whatever. Yeah.
Or chewing.
Oh, yeah.
Or any, you know what I mean?
Enjoying themselves in any way, shape, or form.
Having a little too much fun.
Laughing too loud.
I'm sorry.
She's like the police.
You better zip it.
Well, it's so funny because I am the theater police. You know, I love to yell at people in the movie theater.
You do.
Like wholeheartedly. I don't care if you're old, you're young, you could be a kid. I'll yell at you if you're being annoying.
Yeah, well, if you're being annoying, then you deserve to be yelled at.
Well, when I was back in my day, when I was growing up, we had the fear of God in us for being too loud in a movie theater. Because they would come in, I don't know. Y'all don't, no. There's one Harkins movie theater. It's at the Cerritos Mall.
Yes.
So we had Harkins growing up, like where I'm from. It was like a small chain at the time. I'd never seen them outside of Arizona except for the Harkins that's at the Cerritos Mall.
At the random Cerritos Mall.
The first time because I used to work at that mall.
Yes.
And I was like, but I was a freelancer. And so I would go to different malls. So the first time I went there, I was like, Harkins Theaters. Shout out Harkins.
Hark the Herald Angels sing.
They ran a tight ship over there at Harkins.
Good.
They had people who would come in and monitor. And especially if it was a movie that was like new or they knew it was like a lot of teenagers would want to see it, they would have someone stand in the corner of the theater for like half the movie to keep you in check. And they would kick you out.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. You're not going to have fun in my theater.
No. Know what you're going to do? You're going to sit down. You're going to watch the movie.
You're going to watch the movie.
You're allowed to smile and laugh when it's appropriate.
You can even cry.
You can cry as long as it's quiet.
You can even scream if it's a horror movie.
If it's scary. I do scream in horror movies.
Yeah. But like at the appropriate times. Like, come on. Don't. If Amanda
She's
Goodness.
like, don't piss me off
If
right now.
Amanda Goodness walks into the theater, you better know.
You better know she's about to run that shit like the Navy.
Yeah. I run a tight ship. Okay.
I do agree with you there 100%. I've been called a Scrooge. I've been told that I'm an old lady about it, that I'm annoying, that I don't want people to have fun. And guess what? Yeah, I don't. Because I want to have fun.
I'm sorry. At least the first time, like once again, we were talking about this in the car. If I'm going to the fucking Wicked sing-along show, yes, by all means, jump up and down, sing a song, enjoy yourself. I will be doing the same. But if I'm not going to a sing-along and it's just the movie, zip it.
I also think if you're going to a movie and it's like the first 2 or 3 weeks it's out and it's like a big movie that people are excited for, you have to be like extra on your game.
Yes,
and
you
like
do.
quiet. You know what I mean?
I think that's like been in anticipation for a year, that like clearly I want to see really badly. Like,
I can't remember if I told this story on the podcast, but when that girl was like, meet me outside.
oh yes.
Yeah.
Cassidy almost got into a physical altercation.
She was so drunk. It was 3 p.m. on a Wednesday, by the way. So like, this is not on me at all. I was not drunk because it was 3 p.m. on a Wednesday and I was seeing a movie alone because I just really wanted to see the movie. And this lady, they were talking so much. It's such a quiet movie. It's so quiet, right?
Yeah.
And finally I go, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, you really, like, they were so far away from me too. They were at the opposite end. And I could hear every single word of their conversation.
And also you said that you waited, like you really waited.
I gave a few shushes that they ignored. I don't even know if they heard them because it was a polite shush.
Yeah.
And so finally I was like, you have to shut the fuck up. And she was like, don't point your finger in my face. And first of all, she's on the other side. Because I was like, please, just shut the fuck up. Like, I was like gesturing with my hands like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. Like, I know the climax of the movie is going to happen in the next 20 minutes. And if you guys are talking through it, I'm going to pull my hair out. And so her friend gets her to get up and leave. And so she yells at me as she's leaving, I'm going to wait outside of the theater for you. Okay. Say no more. I'll see you there, girl. I'm not afraid of anybody.
You were like, I'm going to finish the movie though.
I was like, oh, I'm getting dinner and a show. Okay, let's do it. You think I'm afraid of physical violence? Like, girl, you're messing with the wrong one.
Truly.
I go out there, walk out. She's standing in front of the theater.
Oh, she was there.
And I lock eyes with her. Want to know what she did? Looks down at her feet, looks away. Because I literally looked right at her. I stood there and looked right at her and said, okay. I didn't say anything, but I just looked at her like, and I think she realized, oh shit, this is a crazy person that I've encountered. This is not going to end well for
that's
me.
The thing. You have to out crazy the crazy.
Yeah, I think because I'm little.
Yeah.
I'm like a little blonde lady.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are like, oh, that's an easy target.
Right.
And then they find out that I'm like clinically insane.
I think that's the only way to do it though.
Yeah. You got to keep them on their toes.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got to keep them guessing.
Yeah.
See, so guys, be polite. If you're going to go see Wicked, because you probably are, you little theater kids.
Yeah.
Don't be loud.
Don't be loud.
Don't sing along.
No. I
wait for the sing. They're going to release a double feature sing along. You know it.
And I will be there.
And so sing then.
Yeah.
Sing at home.
Sing
in the car on the way there. The soundtrack's out.
You know what? On another note, in the same vein, but like opposite, I went to the Sabrina Carpenter concert this past week.
Oh, yes.
Which, my girl's a star, okay?
Amanda encountered her first Gen Z concert.
This was insane.
She's used to going to the Jonas Brothers, which is all people her age and up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, okay, guys.
Set the stage.
We as a society need to change this, okay? Sabrina Carpenter, pop star, icon, superstar of, the last couple of years. This bitch puts on an amazing show. It's like a fucking, like, it feels like you're watching a Broadway show. She has the most amazing sets, costumes.
She's changing her outfits.
She's
a good little dancer.
Such a good dancer. Yeah. She's doing bits. She's putting on a show. You know what I mean? And I even though I know she's a superstar and I know she probably doesn't care, but I almost felt bad because I'm like, I know you can see the audience. They're all, the whole show, standing still with their phones up. The whole show.
This is the reason I don't like to go to see live music anymore.
I just it is so insane to me. The girl, okay, I'm dancing my little fucking ass off. Me and my friend, we were dancing the whole time, jumping up and down, singing. I'm flailing my arms even. And the girl next to me did not put her phone down once, Cassidy.
That's crazy.
Not one single time. And I think she was getting annoyed at me because I was flailing. And I'm like, I'm dancing. That's what you're supposed to do. Sabrina Carpenter came out with dancey pop hits so we would dance and sing to them, not so we would stand there.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Have you heard about this thing where people will be like, I don't know if people do this at the Jonas Brothers because I know they have like a very cult following also.
Yes, we dance hard at the Jonas Brothers.
No, where they will have like flyers, like people will be like, during this song, make sure you do that.
Yeah.
If you did that, if somebody came up and said that to me at a concert where I paid fucking $400 for a ticket, genuinely, you would never see the gates of heaven. Like, what do you mean you're going to come up and like try to police the way I'm going to enjoy this concert?
2 girls did hand me little things at the Jonas Brothers concert.
I think that is so fucking strange.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Whatever, if you're gonna like come up and say like, hey, we're gonna do this fun thing, they get mad at you if you don't do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I don't annoys me.
I always just take the little paper and I put it in my pocket and I forget about it.
We gotta figure this out. Everybody just forgot how to be a person during COVID. And just like everyone has main character syndrome, and I get that is like a hilarious thing for a podcaster to say, but like, girl, not everything is about you.
Yeah. And you know what I realized though, like watching the crowd at Sabrina Carpenter was like, I don't even think half of those people actually like her as an artist. I think they're just so used to seeing all of these people get tons of TikTok views for posting about her concert.
Well, isn't that sad?
Yeah.
That people are more interested in getting like a cheeky clip that will go viral than they are about like enjoying.
Yes.
And like, do you think that viral clip is going to somehow rocket you into influencerdom, stardom? It's not going to. Just enjoy the show. Take a couple clips if you're like Amanda and you like to go back and watch them.
She sang what, like 30 songs, and I have 2 videos.
Yeah.
2. And it was only of her big, like the big hits that I wanted a video of. Like I was enjoying myself so much, and it like made me like I had to really not look at the people because I was getting annoyed.
Yeah, that would annoy me too.
Like one of her songs on her album from last year is called Slim Pickens. It's one of my favorite songs personally. Nobody was singing along. I literally looked to Kathy. I go, I don't even think these people know the words to this song. It was like so shocking and
God, we are so curmudgeon-y.
I'm sorry, but it was just sad. It was sad. And like obviously I still enjoyed myself. Like I loved it. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it just made me sad. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I went to go see like a this like very famous like old funk band who I knew their hits or whatever, but I never listened to them.
But even if you don't know their songs, you're dancing.
Yeah. Oh, it was the best concert I ever went to because everybody there was like, we were the youngest people there. Me and Andrew were like by far the youngest people there. We got free tickets from one of his friends who was supposed to go, and then he ended up getting called into work. Like it was one of those things, right?
Yeah.
And it was like the best show ever. Nobody was like filming or trying to do like a TikTok trend or whatever. It was all just older people, and we were all vibing and dancing and being nice to each other and minding each other's space and business. And like, I was like, wow, it was probably one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. And I maybe knew 2 songs, and I had the best time.
Yeah.
We were dancing like crazy. I was dancing with this other chick who was like probably in her 60s next to me. We're dancing together. Andrew goes to get a drink. Everybody's polite and lets him come back to me because we're kind of near the front. Nobody has any issues. Like, yeah.
Wow.
There were simpler times.
Yeah.
God, we're so old. We're so old and curmudgeon-y.
I am a little curmudgeon-y about it.
I love to be curmudgeon-y.
Live music is just like the fact that we even get to experience that is so amazing. Why are we not enjoying it?
Yeah.
Music is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the way music makes me feel is like, it's like nothing else. So like, why are we not enjoying it?
Have you ever seen those memes that are like, oh, I realized that whenever I was feeling like moved by God in church, it's just because I love live music.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I went to a church one time, like a long time ago with
and you were like, is the Holy Spirit within me?
No, literally. I think I was dating this guy and he went to church and it wasn't like, because I only went to Catholic church my whole life. So he takes me to
they have like rock bands at Christian churches.
There was a rock band and I'm literally going, wait a second. This is kind of sick.
You're like, I get the hands in it. You're putting your hands up. Your eyes are closed. You're swaying.
Truthfully.
Yeah, no, girl, you just love live music.
If we didn't break up because I didn't really like him that much, I could have been turned.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
when I keep
fun.
telling you that I'm like, thank God you married an atheist, because I'm so afraid you would get born again just because you like live music and community.
Well, even my husband, he still to this day, he's like, honestly, I still fuck with like Christian music because it's fun.
Oh, me and Andy were just talking about this because Andy Tate from Let's Not Meet, we were just talking about this on the episode that we recorded, and me and him text about Christian music all the time because there's some, like I said, there's some Christian music I still fuck with like heavy.
Switchfoot.
I love Switchfoot. Yeah. John Foreman, hello, how are you? I love you. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, like
he's one of like 3 celebrities I follow on Instagram. I follow him. I follow Kyle Mooney.
I knew it was going to be Kyle Mooney. You didn't even have to fucking say it.
I think it just might be them too. The only celebrities I follow.
I'm going to fact check this later.
And then like podcasters, but I'm trying to think if there's another celebrity I can follow. Elijah Dushku.
Okay.
But she's not even an actress anymore. She's a therapist.
Eliza Dushku's a therapist now? Wow.
Bro, she got sexually harassed and she came forward about it and like got blackballed from Hollywood. And she got married to like this really hot Silver Fox guy and they had a baby and now she's like a really cool therapist.
I did not know any of that.
That's crazy. I think those are the only celebrities I follow that are like not people that I know personally.
I mean, those are great choices.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm really trying to like rack my brain.
I follow quite a few. So I can't.
I don't want to see what celebrities are up to. It makes me not like them.
That's fair.
Like, because they'll be like, here's me on vacation again. Oh, I'm getting a facial. Oh, photo dump. And it's like they were in 14 different countries. I'm like, I can't watch your movie if I know this about you. It ruins it for me. Like, genuinely. You don't feel that way?
No, I do not.
I'm like, man, I fucking hate you. Because you have to watch a movie with somebody in it. Like, you have to like, we always talk about this, like the suspension of disbelief, right?
Yeah.
And
which
like,
I have.
I do also. But if I'm like watching a movie, like I just know if I'm like watching a movie, I'm trying to think of like.
But you've always been like
who's
that.
like a really famous like actor that I like.
That you like?
Or actress. Yeah.
Oh God.
Like Kristen Stewart.
Yes.
I don't think she'd post like that though. That's the thing. Let's see. I'm going to pull up Kristen Stewart's Instagram
I don't think
now.
she has an Instagram. I've looked her up.
Oh, she's so cool. I bet she doesn't. You're right.
No, I don't think she does.
With like Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, they don't have.
See, like I love these like chronically offline freaks. That's who I'm obsessed with.
I do follow Taylor Lautner just because we're talking about Twilight people.
No, married to somebody with the same name as him. We can't have that.
I know, but he's so sweet.
I don't care if they're nice, Amanda. Have you seen the size of the island in their kitchen?
Did you see that guacamole?
It's bigger than my entire. No, I didn't see it because I blocked them. I do not want to see your lavish lifestyle. I follow Kyle Mooney. I follow Tim Heidecker, but I don't know if a lot of people even know who that is. He's my favorite comedian.
He is your favorite.
And random listeners. Every once in a while, a listener will follow me and I'll go, they've got a cheeky little name. And I follow him back. But yeah, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your marble countertop that is literally bigger than my entire apartment. Because then I can't enjoy anything that is about you. I'm mad at you. I'm just thinking, I'm plotting against you, actually. I'm thinking, how do I scam you out of millions of dollars?
All right, so what I'm gathering from our whole conversation today,
it's been a good one.
We got to change a lot here, people. We got to change a lot of things.
Just caught a fly in my hand and now there's blood. I didn't think I'd actually catch it. I also didn't know flies had blood. I don't know what I thought they had, but now there's fly blood on my hand.
Wait, is that blood?
That's fly blood.
Guys, ew.
What do we do? What do I do?
Do we need to pause? That's like literal blood.
Do you need to? Wow, your nails look good.
Thank you.
I love the cheetah.
Thank you so much.
Also, I love these. This is my favorite one. I love that design. I see it all the time.
Yeah,
it's like a little portrait on there.
It is.
You know what would make it
anyway,
better? Some fly blood.
Thank you so much for complimenting my nails while I'm holding your hand with the fly blood on it.
I'm gonna take a picture of this for the viewers at home.
Oh yeah, they need to see it.
Guys, I don't know what I thought flies were full of.
You fucking Mr. Miyagi'd that again. You're pretty good at this.
It literally flew. I'm gonna wipe it on this chair.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, maybe I should wipe it on this.
Do you want me to get a napkin?
I'm gonna wipe it on this.
Nope. Black. Okay. No napkin.
Oh my God, the blood's not coming off. Guys, what did you think flies were full of? Because I didn't think it was that much blood.
I thought they were full of like green goo.
I would have thought green as well. I also would have gone green.
I was like, I didn't expect red.
In a shocking turn of events, I don't really fuck with bugs.
Yeah, I think I knew that about you.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
feel like I seem like the type of person who would fuck with
You
bugs.
do seem like a buggy girl.
Yeah. I seem like someone who would definitely fuck with bugs.
You do.
But I don't.
No, well, I know you hate spiders.
Hate them. They've tried to kill me.
Do you think they have red blood?
Oh my God, that's upsetting to even.
Is
Why did you-
it still on your hand?
I think I got it off.
I see a little.
There's
There's
a
residue.
smear. There's a smear.
There's residue.
There's bug residue. Yeah, I don't really fuck with bugs like that at all.
I don't either. I don't like bugs, but I
Yeah.
won't kill them.
Recently I've been trying to deal with my trauma, my spider trauma. One literally tried to kill me. If you're a new listener, I literally almost died from a spider bite once.
And she didn't even turn into Spider-Man.
I didn't get shit.
Like, that's kind of fucked up.
Know what I got? A weird scar on my butt.
Damn. Maybe you can shoot webs from your butt.
I wish. I mean, that's what spiders do. That would be the
is.
real spider.
Oh my gosh.
So I haven't seen any of those new Spider-Man movies.
None of them?
The fact that they don't shoot out of their wrists is so upsetting to me.
Yeah, he doesn't.
They have like devices.
The Tom Holland one has devices.
And
yeah.
same with the Andrew Garfield one. He has devices.
Yeah.
The only my OG,
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, he's the only
Mhm.
one that's shooting that shit out straight
Yeah.
out his wrist.
Yeah, he did. But I gotta say, Tom Holland's movies are my fave.
I saw the first one, I think, and I did not like it. I thought the acting was really bad.
Well,
And
yeah,
also-
it is bad.
And also,
but I still liked it.
and also, I was like vibing with the bad guy.
In the first one?
Yeah.
It wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal, was it?
Oh no, but it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Because
That's why-
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal is the villain in the second one.
Okay, I think
Or the
it's,
third.
No, I
Homecoming.
think it's what's that baldy's name? That bald guy.
Oh God, there's so many bald guys.
Not Harrison Ford. He's not bald, but from the same era. The Die Hard guy. Bruce Willis.
What? It is no.
It's not Bruce Willis.
No.
God, I'm so bad at this.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, what's the first one called?
Spider-Man?
The way my last Gmail or Google search was Wicked cast before and after, because I'm scared of them.
That's honestly a fair statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Spider-Man. There's not like
Is it Homecoming or is it?
No, that's the new one.
Well, there's Far From Home,
No Way
Homecoming,
Home.
No Way Home. So it's one of those three.
Okay, I'm just gonna put Spider-Man Tom Holland. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Okay, that's understandable. Bruce Willis, Michael Keaton. Look at him.
No, not to me, but
They
okay.
look the same.
Sure.
But he's like a socialist king. He's like, oh my gosh, these billionaires and millionaires are ruining everything. And I was like, yeah, you should blow them up.
Listen,
Do you see why I had a hard time rooting against him?
I understand what you're saying, but Spider-Man's just a kid, you know? He's just a kid. He doesn't want people to get hurt.
The Vulture. His name is Vulture. That's the bad guy's name.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And then what's Jake Gyllenhaal?
Okay.
I can't believe you've never seen this. You love Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal. That's Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he looks so. Oh my gosh, guys! I don't know if you've seen Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, he plays Mysterio.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Fun.
Can we watch that together?
I'd watch it. You know, I'll watch anything with Jake Gyllenhaal in it, even if it's bad. We
I'm
watched
sorry.
Nightcrawler last night with Andrew's dad. So good.
Nightcrawler is the one.
Where he plays like. He like goes.
Is he
to
like a
crime
fighter?
scene. No, he goes to like crime scenes and tries to be the person who's like filming it to sell it to the news.
I think I saw it.
It's really good. He's really creepy and skinny in it, but he's still, I mean, like still would. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. I've seen that one. Yeah.
And Riz Ahmed is in it. The guy from The Night of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Nightcrawler, The Night of, Sound of Metal. Oh, he's in Venom. I didn't know.
But yeah, you
Another
need to
just
watch.
certified hottie. God, the nose on this man is just doing things that I didn't know noses were possible to do. You know what I mean? Like that's a face.
Yeah, in a good way. But yeah, you need to watch the Jake Gyllenhaal, Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but like, yes, I agree with you that the first Spider-Man, like the acting is not good. It does get better as it goes.
Well, that's
and
why
it's just fun.
Respectfully, nobody yell at me. That's why I was always like, why do people love Zendaya so much? Because she's really bad in that.
She's gotten better.
Okay. Is she in the other? She's in the other one.
She's in all of them, yeah.
Okay. Because I remember watching that and being like, that was my first real introduction to her, because obviously she was like too young for me in the Disney Channel stuff. But it also, I mean, she was like just coming off of Disney Channel, and then you're in a Disney Marvel movie. I can see in my head of her being like, oh, this is still a Disney production. I got to overact and be like,
yeah. No, I think she's gotten way better.
Yeah.
Personally.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Well, I can talk to some people who have gotten way better.
Yeah, tell me, who are they?
How about our new patrons? They've got so many hours and hours and hours of just us yapping in front of them.
Wow, I'm so scared for you
to get into the holiday season. So I wanted to welcome our new patrons. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome to Lane.
Hi, Lane.
Welcome to Sydney M.
Hello, Sydney.
And welcome to Rogue Watts.
Rogue Watts. Hello.
I love when people have usernames. That's fun.
It is fun.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the show. We get to keep doing this because of listeners like you. If you would like to join our Patreon, you can do that at dtkpod.com/support. The link will be down in the description of this episode. If you don't have the money right now, things are tight, we totally understand. Just leave us a 5-star review and a little message of support. Mm-hmm. That's a free way to support the show that definitely does make a difference. And if you are looking for different gift options, which is something that I know I'm struggling with all of the time during this time of season, we do have subscription gifts available for our Patreon. If you have a listener friend or partner or whoever, or if you want to put that on your, I just said ass. It's like the fart all over again.
Well, I'm glad you figured. Clearly, I don't pay attention to anything we say. So.
Any of the words that come out of your own mouth. But yeah, you can, if you want to put that on your Christmas list. We also do have specialty limited time merch that's going to be available through January 1st.
Yes.
So that'll be available. It's really awesome. It's a collaboration with one of our favorite designers, Jackie, also known as Gossip Ghoul.
XOXO Gossip Ghoul.
So go check that out on our Instagram or on our merch site. You can also find that on dtkpod.com/support.
That is right.
Whew.
I know. You okay there?
I'm sweaty now.
You had a lot of things to say.
I was trying to just roll through
get it off your chest there. Yeah.
Big Thanksgiving sode,
Exactly. It is. That is true. I just have a quick shout out. One of our listeners, also cool kid, Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Sent us a DM and just said that they had a very rough last couple of weeks and wanted us to give a shout out to a friend of theirs that just passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Emily.
Yeah. So their friend Isaac, she said he loved more than most people had capacity for. He was special and loved big. And basically was just telling me how amazing Isaac was and how close they were. And I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Isaac. And also, Emily, just to feel that way about a person is so precious and special, even though you didn't get enough time. I'm so glad you feel blessed to have had the time that you did have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah. Well, on that note, do you want to get started?
Let's get started.
Let's do it. All right. Well, I have a story for you today.
Okay. I would hope so.
That I'm like, I don't have a story for you today. So what's up?
I mean, we really could talk forever probably. So.
Oh, we didn't even touch on any of the notes that I took. That's the crazy
That
part.
actually is crazy.
We were too busy ranting and yapping and being curmudgeon-y.
So curmudgeon-y.
Yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about a guy. His name is Owen Hanson.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind of a hot name. I like that name, Owen.
I could show you a couple pictures of him.
Well, I didn't say he was hot. I'm just saying it's a hot
name.
No. He is hot. Oh, he is hot. Okay. All right. Strap in, baby.
Listen, it's complicated.
As most of the time when you find someone hot is.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Owen Hanson. You might have heard about him recently because there was just a new docuseries that came out that was actually produced by Mark Wahlberg called Cocaine Quarterback.
Okay.
I also used the source of a Vice magazine article called The Unusual Suspects by Eric Nussbaum. I was on the mobmuseum.org and a couple articles from People magazine.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. So a little bit about Owen. Owen grew up in Redondo Beach, California.
Oh,
Yes.
very close to us.
When he was growing up, his parents got divorced, and when he didn't know like what to do with his feelings growing up, he got really into volleyball.
Oh, okay.
And obviously you live in Redondo Beach. Volleyball is like the thing.
Beach
So-
volleyball.
Yes, beach volleyball. Beach volleyball. Geez, that's kind of hard to say.
It's a tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. So he gets really into volleyball. He's a star. He's like getting coached by one of the best local volleyball coaches for younger kids. He plays throughout high school. And when he's getting to college age, he actually gets a scholarship to USC for volleyball.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So he's real good.
Yeah. And this is like a big deal, right? He's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't afford to go to USC without this scholarship. So he goes and he starts practicing with the team. And the coach pulls him aside and is like, hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Your like vertical jump and your arm strength are just not where we need them to be to stay on the team and keep your scholarship. And he's like, fuck, like, what do I do? He's like lifting weights. He's doing all this stuff. And then one of his friends is like, oh, bro, let's just go down to Mexico and get some steroids.
Oh, no.
Whereas they say, visit the veterinarian.
That's just okay. This
Yeah.
is already a bad idea.
So he goes over the border, he starts doing steroids and starts getting fucking jacked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, he's still working out in the USC gym, trying to keep his scholarship and stay on the team. And one day when he's in there lifting weights, one of the recruiters for USC football walks by, which is obviously a way bigger deal than USC volleyball.
Yeah.
Which I will say USC volleyball was like number 3 in their division at that time. Guess who was number 1? Long Beach State.
Ooh.
We've got a great volleyball department.
Hey.
They're not the dirtbags. They're just beach, which is too bad. But, you know, you take what you can get.
But also, like, nobody's, spending the day on a Sunday watching volleyball tournaments. They're watching football.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why we want that.
Yes. So mind you, he's never played football a day in his life.
But he's a big boy.
But he's a big boy. Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, 6'2". At this point, he's getting jacked as fuck. He's also like tatted, like his whole body is like tatted up.
When do I get a pic?
Okay, so I'll show you young him and then I'll show you another picture of him because I actually didn't think he was that, like he's very, I don't know, he's very.
Just show me.
Yeah, okay. Like, mind you, this is 2003 or whatever. He looks very 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's cute.
So this is him when he was on the volleyball team. And these pictures will be, obviously. And he's like tatted up.
Okay. Yeah.
He's kind of giving like juice head.
Yeah. Not my type.
It's very 2002, 2003.
Yeah. Not my
You know what
type,
I mean?
but I know tons of girls.
You get it.
That
Yeah.
would be their type.
Yeah. So as he's working out, they're like, hey, if you can just come to the walk-on. So basically that's like, you didn't get a scholarship. You weren't brought here to play football, but you can come walk on and do a couple trials or like basically it's tryouts.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough, we will let you play USC football.
Wow.
USC at this time was literally the football king.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, that's an honor.
Like everybody on that team, not everybody, but like a lot of the starters on that team end up in the NFL.
Nice.
And not only end up in the NFL, end up as like star fucking Hall of Fame players. Like big deal. He goes to the tryouts. They're like, yes, let's do it.
So he's good enough.
Enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Gets on the team. He actually gets made fun of after the first practice because he's never played football before. So he puts his pads on backwards.
Aww.
And he's like wondering why he's like having a hard time like moving around and stuff. And then when he gets back to the locker room, he takes his shirt off and people are like making fun of him because his pads were on backwards. And like one of his friends who was on the team was telling everybody, guys, he's literally never played a second of football before this.
Yeah. Do you think that pissed off a lot of the team though? Like, we've been training for this for years.
It's not like he was a starter or anything. He was a bench sitter.
Okay.
But still, just an honor to be there. At the time, Pete Carroll was the coach. He is the current coach of the Raiders, and I'm a little upset with him.
Oh, we're beefing.
We're beefing. But when he went to the tryouts, he had a 4.6 second 40-yard dash, and he posted a 35-inch vertical leap, which is pretty impressive.
Sounds good to me.
They go on to have a gangbusters year and go on to win the championship in January of 2005 with Pete Carroll. Fuck you, Pete Carroll, right now. We're beefing. But this was a really big deal for his family. Like, he got to go to the White House and meet George W. Bush.
George W?
Yeah. And because, you know, when you win the national championship, you get to go to the White House.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he got to go to the White House. He got to meet George W. Bush.
Wait, but okay, sorry. I don't know a lot about football,
Okay.
but this is like college football. So you win, you get to meet the president just in college football?
Yeah, they're like, college football is like a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Okay.
There are people, you know how dedicated I am to the Raiders?
Mhm.
There are people who are that dedicated to like USC or the Oklahoma Sooners or like whatever, like different teams.
Okay.
And they ended up winning like crazy in the finals. I think they won by like multiple touchdowns, which is a big deal and crazy because they were playing against a team that was really, really good. And a lot of those players also went to the NFL.
All right.
But during this time, USC football is so prevalent and it's such a big part of culture in Southern California. They're partying with Paris Hilton. They're going over to Snoop Dogg's house. They have Shaq on the sidelines. They have like
Shaq.
all
Why
of-
are you always popping up, Shaq?
It always comes back to Shaq. But they have all of these like celebrities who like want to be around these guys, right? Like Will Ferrell's there. Like people are fighting for seats to go see this USC team because they're so prolific.
Okay.
And obviously, he becomes known as Dr. O because if there's somebody who needs what pill to maybe recover a little quicker from an injury, or they need to gain a little muscle mass, or they are going to get kicked off the team if they don't pass this test, so maybe they need some Adderall, who can get it for them but Dr. O?
Where's he getting this shit?
Mexico, and he gets like hookups from his friends in South Bay and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of these kids are like rich kids, right? Or like whatever. And he said,
I mean, who better to sell drugs to
yeah,
than a bunch of rich
exactly,
kids?
who can afford it.
Yeah.
But one of his USC classmates did tell Vice, quote, he was just a happy-go-lucky guy. Nice guy, not violent at all, to my knowledge. More like a fun guy who lifted weights and had a lot of tattoos. That's
Okay.
like how people remembered him. So when he graduates and it ends, he does get obviously that championship ring because he was on the team when they won the championship. He goes back to living in Redondo Beach with his dad, and he's watching like half of his buddies go to the NFL draft. And that is not a good feeling.
No.
Like he played maybe a couple minutes the entire season, right? He was just a bench warmer, but he still was there. But yeah, so he's watching. He's like, well, great. Now I feel like a fucking loser because all my friends are going to the NFL, signing multi-million-dollar contracts, and I'm back living at my dad's house. Like, this sucks. So what does he do? He decides that he is going to get his real estate license and that he is going to become a real estate agent because he knows that that is a good way, in especially Southern California, to become a multimillionaire yourself.
Okay. Hard pivot.
Yeah. So in 2006, when he's 24 years old, he gets his real estate license and he also creates the website owensells.com.
Nice.
And he said that he would show it to people and people would say, what do you sell? And he'd say, that exactly, I sell Owen, but also I sell real estate.
Okay.
So to quote his website, he said, I don't play the lottery. I don't have the winning ticket. Everything I have, I busted my butt for. The only thing I ever got handed to me are the genetics that my old man passed down. From him, I learned the value of hard work, ethics, and getting your hands dirty. To those who have always wanted more, stand with me. We are the few. We must stand on the mountaintops to be heard. So dramatic.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a showman.
He's the original hustle culture.
I gotta hand it to him.
In 2008, the recession hits.
Okay.
And he was making decent money, like selling houses and stuff. But then nobody's buying houses and nobody's making money off of buying or selling houses because of the recession. And at this point, he starts an offshore sports betting ring called betodog.com.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I can't really hate.
Yeah, he like sets up an office in the Caribbean or whatever. And,
In the Caribbean?
and because he knows all of these athletes and stuff, that made him seem more legit because he literally won a ring with USC. And also he said multiple times that professional athletes and whatever would bet with him because they can't legally bet on sports when you're a professional athlete.
And they're his friends.
But he said that his one rule was he would never take bets from a professional athlete if their team was in the game.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty good.
That's right, O-Dog.
So now basically he's a bookie. He's making a lot of money doing that. So when he gets arrested for steroids in 2010 and loses his real estate license, he's like, well, fuck it. I have something else that's more valuable.
So was he also selling drugs still?
I don't know if he was selling steroids, but what he got arrested for and charged with was illegal steroids, like having illegal steroids. But everyone agreed that he was a really good bookie, that he was the best bookie they ever had. He was smart, and one of his bettors told Vice, unnamed, as far as liquidity, speed of payment, and all-around professionalism, he was one of the best bookies I've ever seen.
Listen, you got to find what you're good at and stick with it.
Yeah. And at this point, he's hooked up with a bunch of rich people from all types of walks of life, whether they be just like rich old money in Southern California, rich gangsters, rich, professional gamblers, rich professional athletes, everything. So he's like all hooked up. He's got like huge amounts of money getting poured into this. And at one point, this guy from Mexico who he was taking bets for hits a giant parlay and wins a massive amount of money, like millions of dollars, right? And he paid him right away. He was like, that's how I work. I pay you right away. That way you always pay me right away, right? Like we have a relationship here. And the guy in Mexico was like, I like this. Like, I like the way you operate. You know what it's like. You understand how money works and how fast money should work. And I want to give you an opportunity.
I'm scared.
So he sends him this like encrypted cell phone where they take out the camera, they take out the microphone, they take out everything. So all you can do is like text back and forth encrypted. And they text him and they're like, hey, we have some money that needs to be picked up in Texas. We can't go pick it up. We're going to fly you on a private jet to go pick up this $1 million. And we're going to give you 100,000 of it for picking it up.
Not a bad gig.
So he says, all right, let's go.
I will also do that. And I mean, I won't.
She won't.
I won't.
She won't.
But like if you have that offer, like I would, but I
like
won't.
I said, like we got to start scheming. But so he doesn't know who this person is at this point, right? He just has barely communicated with him.
I feel like this is going to be like the cartel.
And when he picks up the money from this guy in Texas, he's like, this gardener guy walks up and gives him this suitcase and he says, this is for El Jefe. And he's like, oh, I know that's like a cartel thing.
Yeah, that sounds like the cartel.
But he gets the money back. He gets his 100,000, and the guy on the phone, El Jefe, is like, I like the way you work. I want to give you more opportunities.
I was going to say, I feel like with the cartel, once you start this relationship, you can't really leave.
Kind of.
Yeah. They don't let you.
So he ends up giving him an opportunity. He says, do you know anybody in Australia? Because we're trying to open up a cocaine lane in Australia. And Owen doesn't know anybody in Australia, but he asks around and he ends up getting hooked up with this guy named Uncle Louie who does know people in Australia. And next thing you know, he's on a flight to Australia and he gets a knock on the door at his hotel and he gets delivered a giant package of cocaine.
I'm sorry, the names of like gang members and stuff, like mob people, Uncle Louie.
Uncle Louie,
like, it's just so funny.
So he sells it all and within hours is brought back a suitcase with like $1 million in it. And
listen,
then
you could get addicted to this real fast.
He keeps doing it.
Yeah, of course.
Over and over and over. And eventually he texts the cartel guy and he's like, okay, so what do you want me to do with all this money? And he goes, you need to get it back to the United States and that's your job. You need to figure out how to launder the money back to the United States.
You didn't tell me that before?
Meanwhile, he's like, oh, fuck. So his first thing that he starts doing is Ugg boots, shipping Ugg boots. And he would take out the sole and put money in under it. But it just wasn't moving enough money because he was making like $1.2 million like every month.
I was going to say 2008. I mean, I was buying a lot of Ugg boots back then.
And so that's what he was thinking. Like, oh, it's not weird to be shipping out Ugg boots, but it just wasn't enough money because he was getting so much money all of the time. And so he literally has like this long-term apartment rental, and he has money in his dishwasher. He has money in all the cabinets. Like he just so much cash, like the sheer volume. So they're texting him like, hey, you're not getting the cash back fast enough. And he's like, fuck, I don't know how else to do this. Like you can't just mail cash. You can't get on a plane with a suitcase full of cash. They will pull you over. Like you can't do that. And that's when he hears about this guy named Robin Hood 702.
I like that name.
So this guy is a pro gambler who his whole shtick was he would gamble with large sums of money and give the winnings to somebody in need. Like let's say it's like a family and the little kid has cancer and they can't pay for it. He would have rich people give a stake to him, and then all the money that he would win, he would donate to this family, and then he would like, I'm sure, take a percentage for himself or whatever.
That's so nice.
Yeah. This guy is interesting though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it depends whose story you believe, I guess.
I was gonna say, listen, I'm just basing this off of what you just said. And
Yeah.
that sounds like a nice thing to do.
So Owen hears about this guy and he's like, oh, this is perfect. Like I'll give this guy $1.5 million, and whatever he wins on top of that, whether that be 20,000, 30,000, whatever, he can give that away to a needy family. He can keep it. I really don't give a fuck. But Owen says that they meet up and he says, look, I have this friend who owns this business in Sydney. He's trying to get involved with your charity and he needs this money moved to the United States. And Owen claims that Robin Hood says, okay, that's fine. And he goes, listen, don't play with all the money. Like go in, play around a little bit, say you're not feeling it, get the check, and get the check sent to a sister casino in Las Vegas. And then you can fly to Las Vegas, cash it, and give it to my guy.
Okay.
And that's how they're going to launder the money back to the United States.
This is a lot of work.
This is way less work than putting it in fucking Ugg boots.
That is true. Forgot he was doing all that.
Yeah. So they meet up. He gives him $1.5 million. He takes it to the casino. He does exactly that. He plays. And within 48 hours, the money is back in Las Vegas. Robin Hood cashes it out, gives it to his guy. And they cleaned $1.5 million in 48 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Robin Hood 702 claims that it was different, that he did not know it was a money laundering scam, and that he genuinely was looking for a family to give the winnings to, and that he genuinely played with the money. Because, like I said, Owen was telling him, don't play with all this money. Like, don't actually put it at risk. What you need to do is just play with it a little bit. Play with like maybe 100,000 of it. Make it seem like you're playing, and then get that check. Because if we lose this money, we're fucked.
Okay. So Owen claims that he told Robin Hood the situation.
Not that it was cartel money, but basically that they were laundering money.
Okay.
Yeah. But Robin Hood claims that he would have never done that if he would have known.
All right.
Yeah. So they decided to do it again. This is another time that the stories diverge. Robin Hood says that Owen forced him to do this. Owen says that Robin Hood actually called him and said, let's do it again, man. And this time they're going to do it with 2.5 million. But this time things do not go as planned. When the money gets cashed into the casino, it's wet and it smells funny because it was like all wrapped up and he'd like been keeping it in his dishwasher and shit.
Oh my God, it was wet.
And
were you running the dishwasher with it in there?
I think it's just like moist. Like
No.
money shouldn't be moist and like smell weird, right? And so when he cashes in the money, the casino immediately calls the cops and is like, this is weird.
They're like, you gave us wet, smelly money.
Yes, they said it smelled musty.
Oh no.
So this is clearly not good already. And as you know, Robin Hood is playing, Owen is meeting up. He's at the gym with his personal trainer. And he doesn't know this, and so he's texting El Jefe going like, oh, I got him another 2.5 million. It should be back in the United States in 48 hours, like just like last time. And El Jefe's like, you're so genius. Love you, mijo. Like whatever, right? Like they show the text messages. It's like, it's really funny. But he doesn't. So he's pumping iron, you know, with his personal trainer. He doesn't know that Robin Hood is losing. He's losing a lot. In fact, he loses all $2.5 million in 4 hours.
Robin Hood, you're supposed to be good at poker.
It was blackjack.
Oh, blackjack. Oh, that's even tougher.
Yeah.
Blackjack is so like I mean, unless you're like counting cards, it's just so hard. Like,
Well,
it's so hit or miss.
He's sitting down at the high roller table and he's playing he's at an empty table and he's playing every single hand.
Yeah.
Max bet because he has $2.5 million. Like, and then he loses it in 4 hours.
Listen, I lost $100 in 10 minutes on my birthday. So I get it.
That's why, once again, I do not play blackjack.
Yeah.
I'm a slow roll girl. Pie gal till the day I die.
But I also cap myself at $100. And then I say, well, guess I'm done.
Yeah, time to go sit at the bar.
Yeah. Can't do anything else.
So Robin Hood calls Owen and is like, hey, I lost all the money actually. So like that's gone. And Owen's like, yeah, no, that's not how this works. You need to figure it out. They go meet him up at the casino, and Owen brings his personal trainer and like makes him wear a suit to try and pretend like he's like the muscle, you know.
I bet he's big.
They tell him, you better get us $2.5 million, and you also need to come meet us up and bring your passport because you're not leaving Australia.
Oh, he's still in Australia.
They're all in Australia.
Oh, even Robin Hood?
Yeah, he's at a casino in Australia. Owen paid to bring him out, got him a thing at the Four Seasons Hotel, like all this stuff.
Oh boy, this is not going to end well.
Less than 30 minutes later, as Robin Hood, quote unquote, went to go get his passport, Robin Hood is back at the hotel packing his bags because he already bought a flight and he's going home. But before he leaves, he calls the hotel, one of the hotels that Owen has a room at, and says, hey, someone in room 322 has a gun. The cops should go check that out. So obviously the hotel staff calls the police. The police show up. They open the room, raid the room. Nobody's there. But as they're walking out, this is like such bad timing. As they're walking out, the personal trainer is walking up to the room with a suitcase full of $700,000 in cash. Yeah. Yeah.
First of all, Robin Hood, you fucking narc.
Oh, in the documentary, Owen is like, this guy's a fucking cockroach, like he's a rat, like whatever. And then Robin Hood's like, I'm not scared of nobody. I don't do it's yeah.
What's your saying? Nobody talks, everybody walks.
Hello. Yes. So the cops obviously take the money. They arrest the trainer. They're like, where's this money coming from? And he's like, I don't know. It's not mine. Whatever. And Owen gets on a plane back to Southern California. He's like, goodbye. I'm not going to be dealing with the Australian police.
Okay.
And also the whole time he was there, he was going by like some fake name. I can't remember what it was. It was like DJ Corleone or something, you know, like he had like some dumb
beef daddy.
Yeah, he had like some like dumb fake name, right? So he gets on a plane, goes back to Southern California, but now he owes the Sinaloa cartel $3.2 million.
I was gonna say, I fucking know that El Jefe is gonna find you.
Oh, and he's texting him going, hey, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Hey, did the Robin Hood thing work again? Hey, did the check get to Vegas yet? Because this is all happening like within like 24 hours, right? So El Jefe doesn't even know that anything's gone wrong.
Scary.
So Owen's like, I gotta find this fucking Robin Hood dude and fast, and I need him to give me fucking $3.2 million, or at least the 2.5 that he lost, because the other 700,000 is still back in Australia.
Yeah.
So he is like, okay, well, all I know about him is that he's this Robin Hood guy. At the time, even when he would do interviews and stuff, he would either blur his face or wear a mask. The Robin Hood guy would. So nobody knew what his real name was. So this is where Owen hires a private investigator, a PI named Dano Hanks, who is hilarious. And I love him, by the way. He's so funny. He's just like the kookiest old guy you've ever seen. And he actually worked on the Jeffrey Epstein case. He was hired to track down Jeffrey Epstein's first victim ever.
That's the Epstein jump scare.
Literally wrote that down. Epstein jump scare. But if you want to watch this documentary for anything, he's in episode 2 and he's so funny. Like, you should watch just for him. So his name is Dano, and he hires Dano and has him try and find who Robin Hood 702 is. Pretty quickly, he finds out that his name is RJ Cipriani. He lives on Ocean Boulevard in LA.
Oh my God, we have his whole name and address.
And so Owen starts doing like intimidating things. Like he orders a pizza to his house, and he has him say like, oh, say this is from, this, whatever his fake name was. And he sends flowers to his wife and says, and that says like, good luck in all of your future endeavors, and then sign the fake name.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, yeah, they're mobs. They're gangsters.
I know.
They're purposefully trying to intimidate this man, but he still won't pay, right? He's like, I'm not going to do it. And this is when Owen sends over some of his enforcers to kind of stalk around his condo building and, you know, all this stuff. He lives like on beachfront property on Ocean Boulevard. And so he's trying to like kind of thread this needle between scaring him enough that he wants to pay, but not scaring him so bad that he goes to the cops kind of thing.
Okay.
Because he needs this money. Otherwise, the cartel's going to kill him. And when this doesn't work and he ends up getting a call from RJ, aka Robin Hood, I'm probably just going to refer to him as Robin Hood. He gets a call and he's like, bro, I'm not going to pay you. And also don't fucking involve my wife. Don't involve this shit, right? And this is when they decide to go, as the kids say, ham. Hard as a motherfucker.
No.
What?
I did not know that's what that stood for.
Oh, really? What do you think it meant?
I didn't think it meant anything.
Just ham?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it means hard as a motherfucker.
Okay, good to know.
So they find out where Robin Hood's mom was buried.
You are not going to dig her up.
Because he took care of his mom before she died. And when she did die, he put up like billboards all over LA being like memorializing her because like he loved his mom, right? He's an Italian guy, loved his mom.
I was going to say the second I heard his fucking last name, I was like, of course.
And he has Dano fly out to Pennsylvania where the mom is buried and is like, at first he said he was going to try and steal the grave, like the headstone, and then be like, if you want your mom's headstone back, you better fucking pay me, right? But then the headstone was like huge. It was like 6 feet tall and like 10 feet across, like this giant like monstrosity. So instead, he has Dano pour splash red paint all over the gravestone and then Photoshop a picture of Owen wearing a Luce Libre mask next to the grave, make with a shovel like he's digging up the grave.
Ew.
And so he makes this photo of him digging up, you know, the grave.
Now you're involving like dead people. Like, grow up.
Well, so it's so funny because the Dano guy, the private investigator, is just like me. He's like, I didn't really care about it because I don't care. You can put me once I'm dead, just throw me in a fucking dumpster. I don't care. He's like, I'm not like religious or anything, so I don't really care about that.
An Italian boy with his Italian mother.
Well, that's why they knew that was going to be his.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That was going to be his like soft spot or whatever. So this is the photo, and it's him in a Luce Libre mask. And he took the photo like that they photoshopped it from. They took it at the La Brea Tar Pits.
Oh my gosh. It's like not even good Photoshop.
It's really good Photoshop. What do you
think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. When you look close up, though, it's not. Is the paint really on the thing or is that Photoshop too?
No, he really threw paint on it. Yeah.
That is a really big headstone.
It's huge. Yeah, because this guy's tall. Like the thing is just massive. So he sends that over to Mr. Robin Hood. And this is when he's like, okay, that like puts him over the edge. And Owen, and he calls Owen. He's like, you fucked with like my mom's grave. Like that's so fucked up. And Owen is like, bro, do you understand that people get killed for $20,000 and you lost us fucking 2.5 million? Ugh. And do you understand who I work for? Like this, you should be scared. You should be scared. But
also, Owen, that's on you for fucking putting your trust in someone else.
Yeah, but this is it's still cartel, baby. And according to Owen, Owen said, don't actually gamble away all of this money. Gamble with a little bit of it and then go cash out. He gambled every single cent of it. And so Owen's like, you degenerate piece of shit gambler. You couldn't stop yourself. You played the highest hand you could every single time, right? But then Robin Hood was saying, I felt like he was being shady, so I decided to lose his money on purpose. So that's why we're getting like conflicting, right?
This is so tough.
Yeah. And it sucks because the Robin Hood guy, like when you're watching interviews with him, you're like, oh God, this guy fucking sucks. He's so annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's so annoying. And at one point, the interviewer is like, oh, so did you give money from the winnings from the first time you did the money? Did you find a family and give it to him? And he said, well, I was looking for a family. And so and I don't know, because there is like video evidence. He was like on the news where he did give money away. I don't know. Okay. these people are all shady motherfuckers. I'll say that.
Mhm.
But anyway, Owen's like, you should be scared. Like, why are you not scared? Like, this is the cartel, bro. Like, he
Yeah.
literally tells him, like, this isn't just me. This is the cartel. Like, people, if I was not a good guy, you would already be dead. Your wife would be dead. You know what I mean? I know where you live. But I'm a good guy. I don't kill people. And he even says that in the documentary. He's like, I hope this guy knows, like I never killed anybody. I never had anybody killed. I could have. But I didn't do that because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
because he also just kind of fell into this.
yeah. Oh, and like, here's the thing. Owen at this point is like pretty addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's still 25, 26.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
still young. Yeah. So he's only been doing this now at this point for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And then, so El Jefe, they're not getting the money. El Jefe says to Owen, you better come down to Tijuana right now and have a meeting with me in person. So he has an in-person meeting with this like head of this cartel.
I'm so scared.
Sorry this story is so long, but it's so interesting, right?
It's very interesting.
I'm like, let me know if you want me to give you less detail, but it's just so crazy. So he gets down there and he's like, he knows as he's getting down there, he's like, they're going to kill me. So he's like railing lines of coke in the car as he's driving down because he's like, at least I'm going to die fucking high.
I mean, yeah.
And like taking shots of tequila and stuff, right? He goes into this little restaurant. They cleared out the whole restaurant. It's just them two guys with AK-47 standing out front. And they sit down at a table and he goes, where's my money? So Owen tries to explain the whole situation, how the Robin Hood guy gambled, even though he wasn't supposed to, because the first time it worked so well. And like, you know, he didn't know that this guy was going to be like a fucking rat and a scammer or whatever. And they put a gun to his head and they said, you're either going to pay the money, you're going to pay with gold, or you're going to pay with lead. So either like you're going to pay us or we're going to kill you. We're going to shoot you. And Owen's like, oh, great, I'm going to die. So he like starts going into this whole thing like, okay, wait, no. And he says, listen, I promise not only will I pay you back the 3.2 million that I owe you, if you let me live right now, because he's like, I think you just stole the money. I think you just took it.
That's what El Jefe says.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I don't even think this Robin Hood guy did anything. I think you just took the money.
Okay.
You're taking advantage of me. And he says, listen, I not only will pay you back the 3.2 million, I will pay you 4 million even.
Where is he going to get that?
That's a great question.
I'm sorry, but like, this is why we don't give money to people you don't know, guys. I mean, lend it like and expect it back is what I mean.
I'm always like, I need to get into scheming and scamming. And then I like read a story like this and I'm like, maybe I don't.
No, no, Cassidy, you do not, because this is what happens.
Yeah.
Anytime there's money laundering involved, you know that there's people involved that are going to kill you.
I'm also watching Better Call Saul right now, which is like, I don't know if you ever watched Breaking Bad.
No.
Oh, good show. I actually like Better Call Saul better. I think the characters are just more likable, but it's kind of how he slowly falls into becoming this kind of carnarity type guy. Yeah. And every time he like tries to do the right thing, it just like blows up in his face and then he does the wrong thing. And he's like, well, why wouldn't I just do the wrong thing? It's easier. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, go watch Better Call Saul. It's a really good show. So he's like, okay, what's the easiest way? The first thing I can try to do is get this 700,000 back from Sydney, Australia. But he doesn't know that the police are literally already investigating this as like a major crime, like a drug crime. They're like, we know it's drugs. And in Australia, you can get a lifetime sentence for selling drugs.
Okay.
They're very strict. They call Australia the Golden Island because if you can manage to get drugs there, because it's so hard because they're an island and they have really, really, really good and strict like border enforcement.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Which we've talked about. Yeah. It's so hard to get things in and out of Australia that they're like, if you can get cocaine there, it's money, money, money.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You know what I mean?
In a rich man's world.
Exactly. So they are trying to get this money out of like holding, basically like police holding. They try all these different things. They like try to work with a local music promoter who usually gets paid in cash to pretend that they were like transferring money for him. He tries to call and pretend that his aunt who lived in Australia died and that was his inheritance. And like the Australian police are like, you guys are so fucking dumb. Like, no. Literally the Australian reporter who was like covering this case or investigating this case was like, they're all so fucking dumb. Like, it's crazy how dumb they are. And so they're like, yeah, just so you know, we've been investigating you because we have you on video at the casino meeting with the Robin Hood guy. you idiot. We've known that you're involved with this money since then. So Owen's like, okay, I'm not going to get that money, obviously. So instead, the cartel is like, okay, dude, you can pay us back if you can figure out a new way to get cocaine into Sydney. Like, our old route isn't working anymore. And Owen's like, well, fuck, what do I do? And he said that he was sitting there drinking wine with one of his friends, and he realized, oh my gosh, if I can turn this cocaine liquid and put it into wine bottles and then seal them back up, I can mail them into Australia and pay an import fee. And then whoever is on the other side can dry out, like get all the liquid out of it and then sell the powdered cocaine.
Okay. Now this time, this is way too much work.
And he does it, and it works. He mixes the cocaine with Everclear until it becomes completely liquid, puts it in wine bottles, labels them, packages them, ships them. And then when it gets to Australia, the guy would burn off all of the alcohol.
Well, yeah, Everclear is like fucking rubbing alcohol.
Yes. And then it would leave them with 95% pure cocaine.
Wow.
And so he starts making money.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, the fact that he could figure that out.
He's smart.
I'm just saying.
So, like, throughout this entire documentary, everybody that they interview, whether it be his dad or his friends or people he went to school with or whatever, everybody was like, no, he could have been like the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Like, he's that smart. Like, he's smart. He's determined. You know what I mean? But like, easy money's easy money. And
it just makes me feel like, you know what, dude, you figured that out. So by all means.
Yeah. And so it works. He's getting kilos and kilos and kilos of stuff over to Australia. So he starts working, and like day by day by day, sure enough, he's smuggling more and more and more into Australia. He's making more and more money. And before you know it, he pays off that $4 million. And El Jefe texts him and said, you did it, mijo. What are you going to do with your freedom?
He's done?
He's done.
Oh my gosh. And he said, I'm going to star in a documentary about you.
No, he said, I can't quit.
Owen!
He's addicted to the money. He's addicted to drugs. He's addicted to partying. He's addicted to hanging out with Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton and all these fucking famous people. He's hooked up with like all the famous celebrities and, you know, star running backs and all of this stuff. And he's like, I literally can't. And also he's at this point, he's employed like all of his friends. And so they're all making money too. And he's like, well, if I quit, who's going to feed them? Like I have mouths to feed, right?
Oh, and no.
He owns like multiple houses. He has like 15 cars. He goes out to the club every night. He doesn't want to give up that lifestyle. Mind you, I want to remind you, he's 26.
Yeah.
He said he was dating 15 to 20 girls at any given moment across the entire country because he was traveling everywhere all of the time. He was high on cocaine, ecstasy, or Xanax basically constantly. He also was drinking heavily every single day, morning to night, and making up to $1 million a day. He even has a narco corrido written about him, which is like a high honor for narcos. And it's a song written about basically how badass he is and how he's like a kingpin in Southern California.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, why would I, now that like nobody has my head, you know, like nobody wants to kill me, I can be the guy who wants, you know, who people are scared of instead of being the guy who's scared.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Robin Hood is stirring the pot over in Sydney.
Robin Hood's still over there.
Oh, no. He's calling people. He's in his little house in LA. He's calling people and being like dropping Owen's like fake names that he uses. He's recording calls with people, all sorts of stuff. And when Owen finds this out, allegedly a DVD shows up at Robin Hood's house. And on the DVD, when he puts it in the player, is a video of a cartel execution video where they decapitate and dismember a man with a chainsaw. Basically as a warning of like, this could happen to you if you keep this shit up. And what does Robin Hood do? He goes to the feds. So he goes to the FBI and becomes an informant. He basically gets immunity from any wrongdoing he did to tell this story and set up Owen. So when Owen's route with the wine bottles gets figured out and stopped, he's like, fuck, what do I do? Like, it went from every single package getting delivered every day to nothing. I need my route back. He's on this yacht party and he randomly meets this guy and the guy's like, oh, I have a route. I just don't have any supply. So if you have supply, I can get the cocaine to Australia for you. That guy was a federal agent. So Owen is arrested at a golf course by the FBI. He said that he knew when he was driving there that he knew the guy he was meeting up was most likely a Fed. And at first he wasn't going to go. And then he was like, you know what? I just got to do this.
If he knew it was a Fed, why would he go?
Because he knew he was going to get arrested eventually. And he was like, I might as well just go. And who knows, maybe I'm wrong and I'm just being paranoid. Because one of his friends had called and been like, hey, I think that guy was a Fed that we were talking to. So 20 people ended up getting arrested and charged, including our boy Dano, the PI.
Not Dano.
For intimidation and like criminal whatever for doing the picture and all that.
Oh, yeah. He did Photoshop that photo, huh?
Yeah. So this happened in 2017. Most of the people got like a couple years, obviously, for drug cartel activity. And Owen got sentenced to 21 years in prison.
Wow.
So the documentary was made while he was still in prison, but he was actually released in June of 2025 this year.
Oh, wow.
And is currently living in a halfway house in Southern California. So I'm going to show you a picture of him now, or at least from the documentary.
Yeah, he's in the documentary.
Yes, he's interviewed the entire thing, and he's like in his like jail outfit. Oh, also I forgot when I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I meant to. When he went to Australia, the cartel paid to have all of his tattoos removed. He had them all lasered off so that way he wouldn't look like a gangster.
Oh, my.
So now he's tattoo free. This is him nowadays.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Well, older Owen.
He looks better older. Let me show you a picture of him from the
definitely get behind or in front of
or next to
or next to.
So this is him in jail, and I was like, oh, like you look way better with hair and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's a handsome older man.
I mean, how old is he? Like 40 something?
He's 43. He's 43 years old.
He's pretty hot, actually.
But yeah, he got parole for good behavior, and he like went through all the programs and stuff.
Listen, I'm not condoning him like intimidating people. I'm not. But he was pretty genius for things that he did.
Yeah, and it seemed like he really didn't. I mean, based on, and he's pretty candid about everything that he did, even the things that he wasn't charged with. He's very honest about. I don't think he actually ever like physically hurt anybody.
No, I don't think he wanted to either.
I don't think he wanted to. Like he said, I'm honestly just surprised this Robin Hood guy's still alive.
Yeah.
Like, how has the cartel not knocked him out? I'm shocked.
Yeah.
That he's still alive.
Maybe he just did a really good job of concealing his identity.
Well, they found him.
Oh, they did find him.
Yeah.
RJ. I forgot.
And my thing is like, so Owen to this day has never said which cartel he worked for. People have just kind of figured it out, like investigative journalists and stuff, that it was a Sinaloa cartel. But Owen himself has never ratted. So that's why I think he's still alive.
Okay.
But the guy who's working with the feds, like, I'm surprised. I mean, I'm glad you're still alive, but I'm just surprised because I just know how these things work.
He's not like in the witness protection program?
No, he's in the documentary.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, with his full face.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wears sunglasses, but like you can tell what this guy looks like. But yeah, so that is the crazy story of the cocaine quarterback, also known as Owen Hanson. I watched the documentary and I loved it. It's on Amazon Prime if anyone wants to go watch it. I feel like I summed up basically a lot of it, but it is really interesting to watch the interviews with people and see all the details.
Yeah.
So if you like this kind of stuff, it's a 3-part. Every episode's like 30 minutes. So it's not like it's a huge watch, but yeah, like we watched it in one night, obviously.
Wow. All right, lady.
Hopefully you don't have a long story too.
It's not short.
Oh, fuck. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. You're gonna get a long episode.
And also, coincidentally, my story has to do with money and possible mob ties as well.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird.
Lay it on me.
So we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. As we've been talking about this whole episode, I love Wicked. I love The Wizard of Oz. And I, this week, watched, just like threw on out of nowhere, a Hulu documentary called Ruby Red-Handed, which is all about the heist of the Ruby Red Slippers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes. So my sources were obviously that documentary, an article in the Smithsonian Magazine by Sonja Anderson, an article on Variety.com by Emiliana Betancourt, FBI.gov.
Ooh. Governmental.
That's right. The Judy Garland Museum.com and Wikipedia. So the Ruby Red Slippers are arguably the most famous shoes in the entire world.
I would say so.
They were worn by the one and only Judy Garland in the 1939 classic film, The Wizard of Oz. Okay, so trivia question for you.
Oh, yes. I can't see your computer. Girl, it's so dark.
Just making sure.
You keep your computer. I'm old and blind, and she keeps her computer screen at like 20% brightness.
I do.
And mine is bright as hell.
I can't read it if it's too bright for some reason.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I don't even put anything in dark mode.
I'm for sure gonna my vision is gonna
burn out.
It's gonna burn out for sure. Okay, but I have a trivia question for you. Okay. How much was the budget for The Wizard of Oz when it was made? And how much did it make on its opening week?
I'm gonna say the budget was $120,000. That's way off, huh?
It is way off, yes.
Am I low or high?
You're way low.
Okay.
Which is surprising for like 1939, right?
4 million.
Okay, now you're too high.
2 million.
2.8 million.
Okay.
And then
I'm trying to like
account.
I'm like trying to account for. I'm bad at not only math but also money.
I'm assuming.
I'm gonna say it brought in 8 million.
No.
Oh.
Okay. So
was it a failure?
No. It was actually a huge success.
Oh, okay.
But it was made for 2.8 million and it brought in 2.7 million its first week.
Oh, first week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I was not paying
So
attention.
it actually was a huge success. And I think it was so expensive for the time because they did Technicolor. And I'm sure that wasn't like a cheap process.
It was like one of the first movies to ever do it, right?
Yeah. People think it was the first movie. It was not.
It was not.
It was just one of the first ones. I think it was probably the first hit that
first
did it.
really famous movie. That did it. The other one's probably a movie you've never heard of.
Exactly.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm trying to catch another fly.
I know. I saw you.
Like I didn't learn my lesson the first time.
Do you want that fucking fly blood on your hand
fly
again?
blood, not green goo. It's
not
blood, guys.
green goo.
They bleed red just like us.
Wow.
Like a true American.
So yeah, the movie was a huge success. And it has just continued to grow in popularity throughout the years, obviously. And even though we have Wicked now, which everyone loves, people will always love and cherish the original Wizard of Oz just as much as they always have, in my opinion. So a place that people really loved The Wizard of Oz and just kind of dove head into that movie being their whole personality is Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Not Grand Rapids, Michigan. Don't be confused.
Different Grand Rapids.
But Grand Rapids, Minnesota is actually the birthplace of Judy Garland.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So she was born there on June 10th, 1922, and she was born Frances Ethel Gum. So her stage name is Judy Garland.
I knew about the Ethel part, didn't know about the gum part.
Frances Ethel Gum. Very interesting name.
It's a very Midwest name.
I do understand why she was like, maybe I should change that if I'm going to be in Hollywood.
Maybe Judy.
Maybe Judy Garland, sounds more famous. And she had been famous since the age of 13. And then she became Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz at the age of 16. So she had like an incredibly long career, been famous pretty much her entire life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I'm sure most people likely know, she had a rough time in life. She passed away at the age of 47, but her legacy has continued to live on, and I'm pretty sure it will forever.
Yeah.
So in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, like I said, they take the fact that they are the birthplace of Judy Garland pretty fucking seriously. They wear that shit with a badge of honor. And Judy actually said that being in her hometown and living there for the first 12 years of her life was the only time that she felt like she had a normal life and like a normal family.
Well, yeah, because you got famous like right away, and you had like a crazy stage mom.
The second that she like started auditioning and stuff, they moved out of Grand Rapids and moved to California.
Well, you know how I feel. I think being a child star should be illegal.
No, I know. And it's like this, obviously, I know that now they have tried to get better because so many people have spoken out about it. But back in the 1930s, like this girl, her Shirley Temple, like,
dude, I mean,
they went through so much. And it's so sad.
They still do. You saw the documentary about the Nickelodeon kids.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like now that people are speaking out,
but
I'm
it's
hoping
still
that
just as bad. How fucked up are like half of the kids that
we were just talking about, Demi Lovato.
Yeah. I don't know. Get creative. Isn't that your guys' whole job?
I mean, I'm sorry. Glee, they were 35 being 16. And I was all for it. Okay. Like any time you watch something with high schoolers, maybe not now, but you know, a couple of years ago, they were all adults. Like they were all like 25, 30.
Yeah.
And we just pretended. Yeah. And it was fine.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fine. Guys, suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. We just pretend and it's fine. So Judy Garland, her childhood home in Grand Rapids, was restored and turned into the Judy Garland Museum, which of course holds an incredible collection of Judy Garland's like personal items, tons of different memorabilia from her movies. And of course, there is a whole room dedicated to the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
The museum opened in 1975, and with the opening of the museum came the Judy Garland Festival that has taken place every year since then, since 1975. So they literally just celebrated their 50th year of the festival this year.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Another festival to add to the list.
Girl, there's so many that I need to go to.
Were you ever Dorothy for Halloween?
Was I ever Dorothy for Halloween? I was the Scarecrow.
That checks out. Anytime she could be a man.
No, I was a girl version of the Scarecrow. You saw the pictures.
Oh, I did.
I was the Scarecrow. I was wearing a dress, like a green dress and stuff. And then my husband was the Tin Man, and I made him a costume, and it's really scary looking.
It's very scary.
And then my dog was the lion. I'll post a picture here. It's really funny.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I meant like as a little kid.
Yeah, I don't think I was actually, which is kind of shocking because you would think I would have been.
Yeah.
Were you?
I don't think I ever was either, which is also shocking because, like I said, that was like my mom's thing, and my mom made my costume every single year. Like I feel like I have like a vague memory of seeing a baby picture of me.
No, I think I was actually
like, but as like a baby or toddler, not as like not even as like a fourth grader.
I think I was a little girl because I have a weird memory of having a fake Toto.
Yeah,
so I think I was.
Okay, we're both gonna text our moms after this.
Okay.
Everybody go text your mom and ask if you were ever Dorothy.
Chances are you were, okay? Let's be real here. Everyone was. So the executive director and curator of the museum, his name was John Kelsch. He had been in communication with a man named Michael Shaw for quite a few years because Michael Shaw just happened to be one of the owners of an original, authentic pair of ruby slippers that Judy Garland wore while filming.
Love it.
And he had actually lent the shoes to the museum. He was from Grand Rapids. So he had lent the shoes to the museum during the Judy Garland Festival about 4 times since 1975.
Yeah.
So the museum does not always have a pair of shoes on display, only when Michael Shaw would graciously lend them out, and it would only be for a short period of time. So Michael Shaw, he was a huge collector of movie memorabilia. He has stuff, from so many different movies, but of course he owned a few of the items from The Wizard of Oz because, like I said, he lived in Grand Rapids, and that's a big thing. So he had one of her iconic like picnic table blue and white dresses, and he had one of the original Wicked Witch hats that was worn by Margaret Hamilton.
Nice. Cool.
Pretty big deal. I don't know. And as we know, he owned one of the pairs of ruby slippers. So the slippers were designed by Gilbert Adrian, and he had initially created 2 different styles of shoes that were like test pairs because he didn't know what the studio was going to want. So his first pair, they called the Arabian test pair, and it had like a curled toe, kind of like Princess Jasmine wears in Aladdin.
Makes sense.
But the studio ultimately turned those down because they were like, we don't necessarily know if it fits like Dorothy's aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like it
the
doesn't
little
look
white girl from Kansas.
Exactly. They were kind of like, I don't know if this is really what we're going for here. So they ended up going with a much simpler design of just like a closed-toed heel shoe.
Mhm.
And Debbie Reynolds, as we know and love, she actually owned that curled toe pair of shoes.
Oh, cute.
And she had them on display in her memorabilia museum. And then they were eventually sold in auction in 2011. The original design for the shoes were supposed to be silver because that's what it said in the screenplay.
And I think that's what it says in the book. She doesn't wear ruby slippers.
Yeah, I think they were always supposed to be silver. And that's
Yeah.
why in Wicked they're silver. Well, that's not why they're silver in Wicked. It's because they couldn't get like the trademark
Yeah.
for the red shoes. But originally they were supposed to be silver. And the reason that they aren't silver was because since they were doing Technicolor and it was going to be such a big deal, they were like, okay, the silver's not popping the way we need it to pop.
Yeah, I feel like that was a very good creative decision.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So they were like, obviously, ruby red slippers, like that's going to fucking pop on camera. Like we need it to be a big deal for people. There were allegedly 6 or 7 pairs of ruby slippers that were made for the film that Judy wore like throughout filming. Each of them had kind of small differences to them. The ones that were made for close-up shots were a darker burgundy or maroon color because the brighter, like more red ruby looking shoes actually looked neon orange in Technicolor.
Got it.
So those were
Yeah.
used for like farther away shots, so they looked red. And the shoes, obviously, they do not have actual rubies on them. They are made with glass beads and red sequins. And then some of the beads are hand-painted red.
Ugh, remember when stuff used to be cool and not just CGI'd?
I know, because you know that they would be CGI'd today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was one of my like gripes with every movie that I see.
Yeah.
That's why, not to just talk about another franchise that I love, but I'm seeing like these Hunger Game clips and everything is practical effects and like they're using like real sets and they're like actually
Thank
out
God.
there.
Thank God.
What's the run that she does in Wicked?
But like these were all made for the film. Each shoe had 2,500 sequins sewn on them.
Yeah, and they like put some people to work.
Oh, and they were delicate.
That paid somebody's
fuck.
fucking mortgage, dude.
Oh, absolutely. And they were so delicate. Like sequins are always like fucking falling off.
Yes.
Like working with sequins or even wearing sequins is a nightmare. So I can't even imagine. But that's kind of why they made so many shoes, was because she's fucking dancing on the fucking yellow brick road.
Yeah.
And there's sequins flying everywhere. So they need to have backup pairs. So somewhere along the way, these 6 or 7 pairs of shoes that the studio claims they had, only 4 of them have been accounted for. So there's like 2 or 3 pairs that we don't really know where they are.
Mhm.
So like I said, one of the pairs Debbie Reynolds had. One pair is in the Smithsonian Museum. One pair is in the Academy of Motion Picture Art and Sciences. And then the 4th pair was owned by Michael Shaw. And just like Debbie Reynolds, Michael Shaw, he had actually acquired his shoes from a man named Kent Warner, who was all he was doing was the sorting for like MGM's 1970 auction that they were holding, because they were trying to get rid of a ton of like movie memorabilia props and stuff. So he's literally sorting through things, and he just ends up finding multiple pairs of ruby red shoes that are sitting on racks in the MGM studios.
Isn't it crazy how that works? Yeah.
Iconic shoes. Like I said, arguably the most famous pair of shoes in the world
Ever. Yeah.
And they're just sitting on these racks for years with nobody touching them.
When you said that, I was like trying to think of a more iconic pair of specifically shoes. And I'm like, I really can't. Yeah.
You literally can't. So Kent Warner, he fucking gives one. They were like, you can literally throw away these other pairs, because he found like 4 pairs. And they were like, just give us one for the auction and you can just like do away with the others. So he's like, I'm going to fucking take these motherfuckers. Obviously. So he gives one to the auction house, and then he ends up giving one of the pairs to Debbie Reynolds. And then he sells one of the pairs to Michael Shaw for $2,500.
Wow. That's a pretty good deal.
That's a fucking steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Shaw, who is this like, avid memorabilia collector, he's over the moon about owning these slippers. He would only handle them with gloves on because, like I said, they're very delicate. The sequins were constantly falling off, and the oils from your hands, like if you're holding them with bare hands, would literally rub off the red paint from the shoes.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, so it would get all over your hand.
Yeah.
Like-
and I'm sure that shit was toxic as
Yeah.
hell.
Well, I did cover back in the day some of the problems on set of Wizard of Oz,
Yes.
and that was one of them, the toxic paint. So now let's go to August 2005, which is also funny because my story is actually in the same time frame as your story was too. Like 2005 to like
yeah.
2018.
Yeah, literally.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
So it's August 2005, and the Judy Garland Festival comes around again, and John Kelsch, the museum director, he hits up Michael Shaw and he's like, hey, do you think you would be so willing to lend them to the museum this year?
Put them on display.
And he's like, yeah, absolutely. Like, you can have them again. Little did they know, this would be the final time the museum would ever have the shoes again.
Oh, don't tell me it's unsolved.
So on the evening of August 27th, 2005, John Kelsch and his employees close up the museum for the day. The Ruby Red Slippers sat in the middle of the Wizard of Oz room in a plexiglass case.
Okay.
Allegedly, according to according to John Kelsch, he said he wanted to put them in a safe. Like, he even asked the bank to borrow a safe for the Ruby shoes. And Michael Shaw said, no, I don't want someone handling them day to day, like putting them.
Oh, moving them from place to place. Yes.
Yeah, he was like, they're too delicate. The more you move them and touch them.
I see both sides of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And so John Kelsch said, okay, like, as long as you're sure, like, I'm offering the safe.
That's what you want.
And Michael Shaw said, absolutely not. They're too delicate. But also, Michael Shaw, like, it's Grand Rapids, Minnesota. It is literally, like, when I tell you the people in this documentary that you would never think were obsessed with the Wizard of Oz, like, just old white men that, like,
that's exactly who I would think would be obsessed with
like,
the Wizard of Oz. Are you kidding me?
They would, like, show up with, like, buttons and hats and just be like, I love the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best thing
They're
ever.
like dressed as like the Munchkin people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's exactly who I think would be obsessed with the Wizard of Oz.
They just don't look like any theater people I know. So because people loved it so much, like, nobody ever thought that someone would literally try to break in and steal these shoes.
Yeah. And also, it's like a small town. It's not like they're in the middle of LA or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the next morning, one of the museum employees, they come in right before 9 a.m. when the museum's about to open. And as she walks through the museum, she sees that one of the exit doors in the back has its window busted open and glass is all over the floor.
I mean, you would think they would at least just have like a, like a security system.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So her first reaction was to immediately run into the Wizard of Oz room to see where if the shoes were there. That was her first thought.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good on you.
She walks into the Wizard of Oz room, and once again, she sees shards of plexiglass all over the floor and no shoes on the pedestal. The only thing that was left behind was one singular red sequin.
Oh. That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So she calls her boss, John Kelsch, and she screams into the phone, "They're gone! They're gone!" And John Kelsch, he has to be the one to break the news to Michael Shaw.
And I have secondhand anxiety trying to make that call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this really caused a lot of pain to Michael Shaw. He said he couldn't eat or sleep for days because he was just like so distraught and heartbroken. This was his prized possession. Like out of literally everything he owned, like this was his favorite thing. So pretty immediately, the Grand Rapids police was on the case. Although aside from the one singular sequin found at the scene, they found no fingerprints and really no other evidence to go on at all. And this event shook up the town.
And this is early 2000s?
This is 2005.
Okay. So like, yeah, we have like technology and stuff.
Yeah, there's technology, but they tested everything.
Yeah,
like the whole area.
Once again, I'm just impressed by the robbers.
Well, don't be.
Oh, they do something stupid.
So during a press conference, Police Chief Scott Johnson said, and I quote, "The thieves not only took the slippers, They took a piece of history that will be forever connected to Grand Rapids and one of our city's most famous children.
I just feel like whenever things like this are stolen, like, what are you going to do with it? Because even if you sell it to someone and they know that it's stolen, they can't even display it or do anything interesting with it because they know that they own stolen goods.
That's a great question.
And also, you can literally go to jail for unknowingly possessing stolen goods.
Yes, you can.
So just saying.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. So, like I said, this shook up the town. People were so upset about the slippers being stolen. And tons of people start calling in to the police with tips or ideas of like where the slippers could possibly be or what happened to them. A little girl actually called the police and she said, I know where the slippers are. They're under my playhouse. Because she had like one of those fake leg things with the slippers on them and they were sitting under her playhouse and she thought she was being helpful.
Sweet. Don't give her a fucking phone though. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know how she figured that out.
Aren't kids should be afraid to call 911?
Yeah, I was. I still am.
Oh, I accidentally called 911 once when I was a kid and I was so scared. I was like, that's it for me. They're going to put me away forever.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And now you're on a watch list. So,
well, for other reasons.
That's your own doing. A tip came in at one point that someone saw the slippers in a display case on a listing for a house for sale, like on a website.
Oh, like on Zillow or whatever?
Yeah, like someone was posting pictures of a house and literally there's a display case with the slippers in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that's got to be it. So the police ended up going undercover, posing as a couple that wanted to purchase the house so they could go in, see if the shoes were authentic, but ultimately they were not. Because once again, these shoes, like people make them for costumes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's also just, it's such a easy thing to recreate.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you like the authentic shoes had to be verified based on like the insurance company could check for like the sole of it. Judy Garland actually signed each one in the inseam. So like there's like a couple different ways that you could check to see if they were authentic, and those were not. A volunteer dive team from the local sheriff's department went and checked the bottom of a flooded mine because some people were calling in saying like, yeah, I think the thieves probably dumped the shoes in the abandoned mine in town. And they literally dove in to see if they were there.
Yeah. I'm just like, what would be the point of stealing them?
Doesn't make any sense. But no matter how many leads or tips that were being called in, the police could not find anything to get them closer to finding who took the shoes. So now they start thinking, okay, maybe this is an inside job because there are security systems in the museum. So how would the alarm not have been triggered if someone broke in?
They cut the phone line, huh?
No.
Oh.
Turns out John Kelsch actually turned the emergency exit alarm off that day because some of the kids kept going out that door and it was annoying them. And he just forgot to turn it back on. So
suspicious, Mr. Kelsch.
It is a little suspicious, but also like the thieves literally just got lucky.
Yeah.
That happened because that's crazy.
Yeah, they probably were like, okay, guys, we're going to break this window open and we're going to have 2 minutes before the police show up.
Yeah.
But then they broke it open and no alarm went off and they're like, okay.
Like literally, unless John Kelsch was involved, which allegedly he wasn't, that's kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
There was also a security camera in the room where the shoes were on display, but for some reason, it just was never recording ever. So it was like, I don't know if they just put it there to like trick people, but it was never actually recording anything.
Was pretty common back in the day because it was so expensive. You had to have somewhere that like it would be recorded on tape, where like now we have the cloud and all that stuff. So like, yeah, so many places would have security cameras, but they would not be recording anything.
That makes sense. There was, however, a motion detector alarm that was in the hallway, kind of like where the emergency exit was.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that you wouldn't trigger that alarm was to basically hug the wall, like when you walk in the door, and slide your way through the hallway against the wall. And then once you get into the room, there were no alarms in there.
Okay.
Which there should be if you're going to have the ruby slippers in there.
It's not exactly Mission Impossible 2 or
no, but it is Grand Rapids, Minnesota. So what are you going to do? So the only suspect at this point that the police could even think of was Michael Shaw himself, the owner of the shoes. they thought maybe he was doing like an insurance scam.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he had actually had the shoes insured for $1 million.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. The insurance company actually ended up suing John Kelsch and the museum because they were like, we're not going to pay out Michael Shaw for your negligence of not having that alarm turned on. So in the end, the charges ended up getting dropped against John Kelsch and the museum, and the insurance company paid out $800,000 to Michael Shaw. So the police, they had investigated Michael Shaw, and they were like 100% positive that he had nothing to do with this. There was a $1 million reward put out by the museum for the shoes, but no one had come forward about them. And the case of the missing ruby red slippers went cold. Until 12 years later, in the summer of 2017, a person calls the insurance company and they say that they have information about the shoes and a way that they can be returned.
Okay.
So basically, whoever stole the shoes 12 years ago, they were like, they want to give them back, but they also want the reward money. But unfortunately, the reward money that was $1 million 12 years ago, that's no longer a thing.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, the reward money is now $200,000. It's not $1 million.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, okay, well, that's not enough money. Like, we're not going to do business with you if that's the case. So the local police, they end up now going to the FBI because they're like, okay, this is out of our jurisdiction. We need more help with this. Like, what can we do to get these shoes back? Because it was such a big deal. What?
Sorry, it's just so funny because it's just shoes.
No, I know. Like, there's people in town that were like, this is kind of crazy that like the police are doing more for these ruby red shoes than they do for other things.
It's giving me flashbacks to the McMillions.
No, literally.
Where I'm like, oh yeah.
Like, this is a fun, silly, goofy time, but why are we focusing more on this stupid ass shit than we are on actual crimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought child sex trafficking and other things that the FBI deals with.
No, I thought the exact same thing the whole time I was watching this documentary. But you know what? This is what happened, guys. So the FBI, they get involved and they're like, okay, we can offer this person $400,000. So not $1 million still, but a little bit more than 200,000.
I would take that.
So they do. So they're like, okay, we'll take the $400,000. Like, this works. But they were like now at this point, they're going through so many different like middlemen. So the person who contacted the insurance company and is talking to the insurance company, they don't know that the insurance company contacted the police.
The FBI.
And they don't know that the police contacted the FBI. So they don't know any of this stuff. And then the person who contacted the insurance company is actually working for the people that actually stole the thing. So he actually has nothing to do with it. Like, there's so many people involved in this.
Yeah.
But pretty soon, like, the reason the police even went to the FBI was because they realized that the person who stole the shoes was actually involved in like super crazy organized crime and most likely had ties to the mob.
Okay.
Which, like, it's the Ruby Red Slippers. Like, come on, guys. Are you that big of a Wizard of Oz fan? Like, that's fine if you are. I'm not judging you, but
listen, jump in.
Yeah, you know what? And now the investigation has gone from just burglary of the Ruby Red Slippers to also extortion because this person was trying to extort the insurance company for money for the shoes. So there's just like a lot going on here. Anyway, on July 10th, 2018, the FBI, after a year of trying to figure out how they could possibly get these shoes back, they set up a sting operation. So like I said, there's a lot of players here that helped commit this crime and do all this stuff. So the person who contacted the insurance company to be like, hey, is there a reward still going on? Like, I have someone that can get the shoes back to you.
Yeah.
Was actually an ex-Secret Service guy. And he had been recruited by the actual middleman, which ended up being a very famous criminal defense attorney named Joseph Friedberg.
Okay.
So Joseph Friedberg, he was the middleman who was trying to get the reward for the person who actually stole the shoes. And he's talking to the ex-Secret Service agent who was talking to the insurance company who's talking to the FBI. Okay.
Yes.
Now we're all up to date.
Caught up.
So for the sting operation, the FBI, they go undercover as the insurance agency, and they plan to meet up with Joseph Friedberg for the exchange. When he gets to the place that they decided on, he places the shoes on the table. They are examined and determined to be the real authentic slippers that were stolen. So they're like, hey, buddy, we got some questions for you. And because he is just the middleman, he's not the person who stole these shoes. He sings like a fucking canary. So he tells the FBI agents that the person who planned the burglary is not the actual person who did the burglary.
Okay.
So there's like a mastermind, and then there's the people that...
Henchmen.
Yeah.
Goons.
Goons.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love a good goon.
It sucks that the kids ruined the word goon.
They ruin everything.
Now it means jorking it.
Why? I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Do not fucking tell me. No. I'm going to say goon still, and I'm going to refer to goons as henchmen, and you can't stop me.
I don't care if you're jorking it or not.
You cannot stop me. You can think whatever the fuck you want, but that's what I'm referring to, okay? So he ends up telling the FBI that the mastermind behind this whole thing was a man named Kent Anderson. And this man just so happens to have a very famous comedian brother.
Louis Anderson?
Louis Anderson. And he was like, yep, that's the mastermind behind it all is Kent Anderson. But Joseph Friedberg went on to say, I have no idea who else is involved. I don't know who the actual people who committed the crime was. I just know Kent Anderson is involved. So now the good news, they recovered the missing Ruby Red Slippers. They had them.
Yeah.
That's so thrilling.
And I'm guessing they didn't have to pay anybody.
Well, no, because they are in custody with the police now.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just would have been like, get a lawyer and be like, I don't know. I just found these. Like, why are people being like, yeah, I'm the one who stole them?
Well,
seems like a bad plan.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. These people were not very bright.
Yeah.
Especially this fucking lawyer dude, the defense attorney. But the bad news was they still had no idea who had stolen them in the first place. Kent Anderson, brother Louis Anderson, he actually had died in 2007. So there was zero way that anyone could talk to him.
How the fuck? Oh my God, this is so confusing. How the fuck? Who hired the criminal defense attorney?
We'll get there.
Okay. Because like if he's dead, then what are you talking about?
So let's fast forward to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
A man calls the police department and says he wants to confess to stealing the Ruby Red Slippers.
Okay.
So this man was Terry John Martin. He was a former mobster who allegedly was good friends with Kent Anderson, and he had been in and out of prison for burglary multiple times throughout his life. But he had given up his life of crime a few years before the heist occurred in 2005, but he had come out of retirement for one last job.
Classic.
So now this man is 76 years old. He's dying from COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And on top of that, his wife was an immigrant, and he basically said, like, I will cooperate with the police and I'll tell you everything as long as you don't take in my wife for not being a citizen.
Okay.
Like, you have to like let her stay here.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, that's fair. We'll do this for you. So I don't know if he was doing this as like a deathbed confession or if it was mostly because he loved his wife and he wanted
and he
to
was like, this is a good way to get her to not get deported or whatever. Try and get her a green card or whatever.
Kind of sweet.
It is sweet. It's very sweet.
Yeah. So at first, Terry tells the police that he acted completely alone and this was all the master plan of Kent Anderson. But pretty soon, the police find out that the entire Kent Anderson part of the story was completely made up.
Wow.
They used him as a scapegoat because he was already dead.
Why'd they pick him?
He was friends with him.
Okay.
And he was known for buying stolen goods and selling them.
Got it. Okay.
Like even Louis Anderson, actually in the documentary, they show a clip of him making a joke
about his
brother being a criminal. Okay. But they were literally using him because he was dead and he couldn't get in trouble as being like, yep, he's the one that did everything.
Honestly, you're allowed to do that.
You think? Yeah, no, you can.
Well, I just mean like for me, I was giving you permission.
Oh, I'm allowed to. Okay.
I mean, I think whatever.
Like if you're already dead.
If blame me for whatever you need to.
But then like, do you
smear me? I don't care. I'm dead.
You want to go down in history for the rest of your life being known for like this one thing that you didn't do?
What do I care? I'm dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't matter to me. Makes your life a little easier. Go for it, girl.
That's a really good point. And
yeah.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to run with it.
Literally.
I'm going to commit so many crimes.
If I'm dead and somebody's like,
I'm going to put on a fucking fake boob, like fake boobs and a blonde wig and run around town.
Well, I was gonna say, if I'm dead, like you can reach out to people and be like, hey, remember that super fucking evil cunty text message I sent you in 2012 or whatever?
Cassidy did it.
Cassidy had taken my phone, and I'm so sorry that she did that, and I just didn't want to air her out. But now that she's dead, I feel like I can do it without like besmirching her name. Do it, whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
Take advantage of it.
I don't know if I can say the same to you.
Oh, I'm gonna do it regardless.
No,
I don't care if I have your
opinion.
opinion.
I'll be sad.
No, you're not. You're gonna be dead.
Yeah, but I'll like be sad from beyond the grave.
No, you're gonna be up wherever you think you go. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be going, I'm just happy she's happy.
I don't want people to think things about me that are not true, even if I'm dead. I'm saying it on the record, so you can't do it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You're going to be dead.
You're making a lot of points here.
You see what's happening
Yeah,
here?
no, I know. I get it. But yeah, so that is what happened. Kent Anderson literally had no involvement in this at all. And the real accomplice to this crime was actually another former mobster named Jerry Slitterman.
Okay.
And by the time they were all found out, both of these men, Terry and Jerry, were super old and like basically dying. So Terry, like I said, he's dying from the disease. And Jerry, he was also in a wheelchair and he was on an oxygen tank.
Oh, leave them alone. They're not thieving anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So during their trials, the full story of what happened on August 27th, 2005 comes out. Jerry was actually the one who had brought this heist to Terry, being like, come on, dude, we're just going to do one really amazing last big job together and then we'll quit and we won't do it anymore.
They couldn't sell him, could they?
So
yeah,
they had cased the museum that day. They saw that, where the alarms were, they saw everything. They went in that evening with a sledgehammer, broke in. The reason the men tried to do this job was because they believed that the Ruby Red Slippers had real rubies on them and were worth a lot of money.
Yeah, like they'd be able to take them apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was literally their plan. They were going to take off all the individual rubies and sell them all for a ton of money. And it wasn't until they actually held the shoes in their hands as they were driving away from the museum that they discovered that they were nothing more than sequins.
Sorry, their hands are getting all stained red. Like, what the fuck?
Sequins
like
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just...
that they robbed fucking Party City.
Yeah. God damn it. You got like Kool-Aid fingers. You're like, fuck.
While they're driving away from the museum, like they're driving really fast because they're trying to get away. It's literally a getaway car. Hello. The police pull them over for speeding. And as the police officer was walking up to the car, Jerry stuffed the shoes inside of his pants to hide them.
Nice. You happy to see me, or are those just ruby slippers in your pants?
They ended up not even getting a ticket and they drove away. Jerry Slitterman, he takes the shoes home and he puts them in a clear Tupperware container and leaves them on the top shelf in his garage. The men figured that these shoes are not worth anything because they're literally made out of sequins and had a pretty bad paint job.
Yeah.
But then when the reward money for the shoes kind of comes up, they try to think of a way to get the money, but they ultimately realize like, we literally can't give these shoes in without turning ourselves in. So there's literally nothing we can do. So Jerry takes the box with the shoes and he buries them in his garden where they remained until 2018.
Okay.
The trial for the theft took place at the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024. The ex-Secret Service guy who had contacted the insurance company to see about the reward He died in 2022 before the trial, so he was never charged with anything.
Okay.
The criminal defense attorney / middleman, Joe Friedberg, was also never charged with anything and also died before the trial was finished.
Jesus Christ.
These are all old people.
Yeah. This is such a waste of taxpayer money.
I
Charging these people. What a fucking,
I know.
How fucking lame. Just give them a slap on the wrist. They're 1 million years old. They're about to die.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on these trials.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Jerry Slitterman, he died in 2025, right before his plea hearing. And Terry, he actually pled guilty in 2023 because he was the one that called in and was like, I have a confession to make. Like,
yeah,
so he was ready to confess. And during his hearing in 2024, the judge looked at him and was like, you're so old and you're literally on your deathbed. So the judge just sentenced him to time served and he's been in hospice care ever since.
Yeah.
So no one ever got charged in the case of the stolen Ruby Red Slippers.
Did homeboy get his shoes back?
In 2024, the shoes were officially returned back to Michael Shaw in a private ceremony at the Judy Garland Museum where they were stolen. He also had a lot of fucking beef with John Kelsch, the museum director, because he blamed him.
Yeah, he's like, why did you not have the fucking security system on?
So there was like a lot of beef with them, but after they were returned, they took a picture together and they like fixed their issues, which was cute. Yeah.
Cute. But that actually happened at the end of my documentary too.
Oh, really?
The guy who's Dano, who sprayed the
paint,
red paint, went and apologized to Robin Hood and said, I didn't know what was going on, man. I was kind of whatever. And they cried and hugged it out.
See? Wow.
It's a beautiful world.
It is.
If you let it be.
Sometimes. So because Michael Shaw, he was getting older, I think he's like in his late 80s now. He ends up giving the shoes to Heritage Auctions. And on December 7th, 2024, they sold at the auction.
I remember this.
Do you remember how much they were sold for?
1.4 million?
No.
More?
So much more.
6.7 million.
So much more.
14.3.
So much more.
24.7.
More.
62.8.
Okay, now you jump high.
50.1.
$32.5 million.
Isn't that
for shoes that are literally made out of sequins? Like, how crazy.
I think memorabilia collectors are psychopaths.
No, absolutely.
That need to be studied by science. Because, and also just to me, I'm like, if you have that much money and you're like, I need these shoes that a recreation looks the same.
Yeah.
You have a mental disorder that I genuinely, you need to be taxed at such a high rate.
Yeah.
That you are so frivolous with your money.
And they were bought by an unknown bidder, so nobody has any idea.
Do you know, like, I'm obsessed with angel tree videos right now.
Yes.
Do you know how many angel tree things they could do? How many they could do every angel tree in America with that amount of money. And instead they bought a pair of shoes that are probably all fucked now. They were buried in shit. Like, so stupid. Yeah. So stupid. And I'm a collector. I like things and I collect things. I collect skulls and I collect cute little things, but I'm sorry, that's so
crazy.
psychotic.
That's crazy. And I love movie shit and like props and memorabilia, but that's insane.
Yeah.
$32.5 million.
And also, if it's that historic, like, why a person shouldn't own it? It should be it should be somewhere where the public can go.
I do feel like, in my personal opinion, I think Michael Shaw should have given them to the Judy Garland Museum.
Yeah.
Like, officially.
Yeah. Why do you even own those?
Yeah. So they were bought by an unknown bidder. So someone obviously very rich. The Judy Garland Museum owners. And
I swear to God, if I see fucking Kim Kardashian walking down anything with those bitches on.
So the Judy Garland Museum, like, director and some of the owners of it, they really wanted to buy them at the auction. Like, they were like,
why would you not
kind of fucked up.
Very fucked up.
Yeah. But of course, when the bidding started going like 10 million, 11 million, 15 million, 20, they were like, we can't fucking afford this. So the Judy Garland Museum, they do not have a pair of the iconic Ruby Red Slippers in their museum, but now they do have a new exhibit, and it's all about the theft of the Ruby Red Slippers.
That's awesome. I love that.
And on display in a plexiglass case is the singular sequin that was found after the theft.
That's so cunty. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And that is the case of the heist of the Ruby Red Slippers.
Amazing. I knew like a little bit about this case. I didn't know everything. I remember when they were found and sold.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they ever like actually figured out who did or whatever.
They just did.
Yeah.
In 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Fun. Love it. If
And
you're
that's
rich,
The Wizard of Oz, baby.
cut it out.
Give the slippers to the museum. If you're
What
listening.
are you doing? You can also go to the museum.
You can see them.
I bet if you gave them to the museum, they would give you free admission for life.
That's what doesn't make sense. What are you going to do with them?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you
gonna
doing with them? Besides gooning it.
They're gooning it.
Like, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
You've gooned for far too long. Give them to the museum.
Well, thank you. Happy Wicked Weekend.
Yes.
Or Wicked Week to everybody.
How fun. You did like a sports thing and I did a Wizard of Oz thing.
That is really
Like that was
that's
like our
so
little
us.
that was so
Can you
cute.
hold my one finger?
Yes, I'm holding
Wait,
space.
which one? Who held whose finger? Because you have longer fingernails.
I feel like
Cynthia held Ariana's finger. Right?
yeah, I think so.
And Cynthia's the one with the long.
Yeah.
The longs.
The long nails.
The long nails.
I'm holding space for this moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the longest episode in the world. So
I'm so sorry.
We're not gonna do I'm so sorry. My story was so long and also we couldn't stop talking in the beginning. And I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna edit it down. It's just gonna be a long episode.
Honestly, who cares?
I might edit it down like a little bit.
Happy Thanksgiving.
But happy Thanksgiving. If you're on a plane, hopefully this gets you through your flight.
This will get you through your 4-hour flight.
But we're gonna skip a listener story this week.
That's okay. We did a whole listener episode last week.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you got us yapping. But thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you call your uncle a racist or whatever you need to do personally.
Whatever like brings you joy.
Whatever
you know?
brings you joy that's what we keep saying. Listen, build that prison of your own design.
That's right, baby. We're bringing it back.
That's what it's all about. We love you guys. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to leave 5 stars. And if you do have a listener story, make sure you send that to dtkpod.com/contact. You can also find our Instagram, our Patreon, our YouTube, everything on dtkpod.com. So have a wonderful holiday. Drive safe, fly safe. Hopefully your plane doesn't fall out of the sky.
Oh, okay. We're gonna say that.
It's not. I didn't do it. It's
No,
not
you're
my
right.
plane.
You're right. You're right.
We literally had someone who was on that Alaskan Airlines flight who's a listener when the fucking thing fell off. So I do want to know.
That is true. Actually,
I want to know the drama if something does happen.
Yeah. Just hope you're okay.
Either way, we love you. We're thankful for you.
Oh my gosh, we are.
We're so thankful
We're
for you.
so thankful for you.
Thankful for each other.
We are.
Dun, 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 dun. But most importantly, make sure you keep that front door locked.
Make sure you keep that mind open
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.